As crazy as this may sound, you are actually hypnotized to smoke. You see, your subconscious mind a long time ago tricked you into believing you get pleasure from smoking. There's a series of events that actually took place in your life that led you to become a smoker. The first event was when you were a child. Most likely, you fooled around with candy cigarettes. And if you think about a candy cigarette, what's the first thing a child does with a candy cigarette? They put it in their mouth and they blow the powdered sugar off of it. That mimics smoke to the mind's eye of a child. So it's actually very similar to a real cigarette that you smoke as an adult. And on top of that, once they were done role-playing with it, they ate the cigarettes, pure sugar. Sugar is nothing but pure pleasure to our body, both physically and psychologically. So the first experience was a candy cigarette. Second experience, most likely you grew up around smokers. Just about everybody in your life that you looked up to were smokers. Every time you looked at that person that you looked up to, they had a cigarette in their mouth. And at that point, I believe you were already a subconscious psychological smoker at that point. The third one happened the first time you smoked. And if you think about the first time you smoked, what happened? You went out there, you inhaled out of a cigarette, you coughed, your eyes watered. Some people even got nauseous or sick to their stomach. So where did the pleasure come from in the beginning? The pleasure came from in the beginning. You were doing it with your closest buddies or closest relatives or girlfriends. And what happens is the act of being either sneaky or adult-like was incredibly pleasurable. And then once you internalized you were going to become a smoker, the next thing you know, you had 10, 20, 30, 40 years under your belt and you've been struggling with this thing. So hopefully that makes a little bit of sense.